and gentlemen, we are surviving Usher. Make sure y'all get them likes up soon as y'all come in the building. I've been knew that this was about to happen, and it was going on behind the scenes, goddammit. And Usher, you the one introduced me to the freak offs. You know what I'm talking about? Is it too late now to say sorry? Cause I'm missing more than just your freak offs. Is it too late now to say sorry? As I know that might let you down. Sorry now. It is too late now to say sorry, goddammit. It's too late. It's too late to say sorry. It is too late now to say sorry. Cause I'm missing more than just your freak off. Salute to everybody in the building. Teresa, D. Dot, motherfucker Tracy, Kelly, Peaches, Pure Bible. Hey guys in this motherfucker. Miss Red. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is how much I love you guys. Y'all got to understand. I literally got my tooth removed, like from back here, pure survival. My face is supposed to be fat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm supposed to keep these galls in my mouth. My Japanese dentist, shout out to her, pure survival, super wonderful, nice lady. One of the nicest Chinese ladies I ever met. You gotta keep these galls in your mouth during survival. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I took out the goddamn galls just for y'all. This is how y'all know I love y'all. Pure survival. I said I'm not going to let this dentist and these motherfucking teeth stop me during survival. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like my mouth is shutting down and is trying to silence me. You know what I'm saying? She was like, Jamil, you lucky somebody canceled their appointment today, because if they ain't canceled, your motherfucker, you still will have this problem going on. So I think Diddy Glover must have probably had somebody, you know what I mean, try to get my doctor's, my dentist appointment, pills of Bible. I said, I don't give a damn. If Diddy's trying to keep y'all to not take this goddamn tooth out my mouth that's been hurting me like a motherfucker, pills of Bible. They talking about, do you want a root canal? I said, hell no, I want a cheap canal. Just take that motherfucker out. Pure survival. You can't even see that motherfucker's gone. It's all the way in the back during survival. But I said, I'm getting up here. I'm going to speak to my people. I don't give a damn if I'm in pain. Because we must talk and we must survive. Last night, we had a watch party. You know what I'm talking about? Me in the lounge. My baby had a watch party during survival. I couldn't say a whole bunch because my shit was hurting. You know what I mean? But y'all know that I'm down. You got to think about that. I'm up here talking to y'all, and I've just got my tooth pulled. Pure survival. But I said, damn that. I'm not going to let Diddy or none of these freak-off people in the industry stop me. I've been told y'all, we all know that Usher introduced Justin Bieber to Diddy Glover. Now, last year, when Usher had the Super Bowl, he went up and tried to tell us a fucking lie because Justin Bieber refused to do the Super Bowl. When Usher had the Super Bowl skates, Pills of Bible, and he was skating the motherfucker around all over this. He did a good performance, but Justin Bieber was cutting Usher off back then because Justin Bieber, I'm going to say this one last time, and I'll say allegedly, he is the one on the freak off tape with Diddy, the A-list celebrity, okay? And Justin Bieber is pissed because he's been deceived by a whole bunch of sick, demonic people in the industry, and Usher is the top one. How the hell do Justin Bieber unfollow on Instagram Usher when Usher put him in that position? Pure survival. So you know some sick shit happened to him during survival. And we must expose you, Usher. I don't give a damn. It's 7 o'clock on a dot. Surviving Diddy Glover's cock. This is crazy.
I need you watching this right now. The streets My streets are saying that Justin Bieber has unfollowed his former mentor, Usher, on the IG.
Now, y'all tell me, why would us Justin Bieber unfriend his former mentor, the person that put him in the game, if nothing didn't happen during survival? Justin Bieber's been going to church. He been catching the Holy Ghost. Him and his wife, he been doing everything to get away from these demons. Plus, he knows that these tapes is coming out. Diddy's lawyers just came out, what, yesterday, trying to say that all the tapes are consensual, pure survival. Yeah, you probably got the ones, the consensual ones. That's only 8 tapes. What about the other 1,000 freak off tapes? Those aren't the tapes that they found in Diddy Glover's freak off dungeon that they're talking about, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, don't think Diddy's getting off the hook. We still, the real tapes is coming out. But Usher, we must put you on the spot because Justin Bieber unfriended your ass because you wasn't a friend by dropping him off at Diddy Glover's freak off camp. Pure survival.
I need you watching this right now. The streets, my streets, are saying that Justin Bieber has unfollowed his former mentor, Usher, on the IG. So I went to go look. Lo and behold, that is true. Bieber currently is not following Usher. A reminder, Bieber also no longer follows his former manager, Scooter Braun, on the...
So Justin Bieber don't follow Scooter Braun, which was his former manager, Pure Survival. He don't follow motherfucking Usher no more. All the people who introduced him to Diddy Glover's freak off dungeon, he's cutting them all off because he knows this tape is coming out, and Justin Bieber's going to be very ashamed during Survival when everybody, you know what I mean, find out for sure that him and Diddy is on these freak off tapes, and Usher. You know what I'm talking about? He not on that tape, but allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Justin Bieber is saying that Usher and Diddy had, you know what I'm saying, ran a train on him, clapped his cheeks while he was a young boy. Pure survival. So Usher knows more than what the fuck he running around on them skates and dancing and singing about. You know what I'm saying? And this transgender woman is breaking it all down. You know what I mean? So shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's telling y'all the truth. Smash that like button, guys. We got to get them likes up.
I need you watching this right now. The streets, my streets, are saying that Justin Bieber has unfollowed his former mentor, Usher, on the IG. So I went to go look. Lo and behold, that is true. Bieber currently is not following Usher. A reminder, Bieber also no longer follows his former manager, Scooter Braun, on the IG. So my question to you all is, are we only noticing this now, or did Bieber unfollow Usher a while ago?
A while ago. Now listen, this trans woman got a point. So what she's saying right now is, did Justin Bieber already start cutting motherfucking Usher off before this? Pure survival. And the fact that we are noticing and we are paying attention, we're just seeing now. But I've been told y'all last year, you know what I mean, 2024, which wasn't that long ago, pure survival, he been cut motherfucking Usher off. This is wild, guys.
And what is this about? Obviously, many of you are probably thinking, Diddy, 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 bum, bum. But I don't know.
Diddy, Diddy, bum, bum. How many of y'all, what do y'all think that Justin Bieber unfollowed the whole industry and unfollowed Usher? You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think? Put a one in the chat. Matter of fact, why do y'all think that Justin Bieber unfollows a person who put him in the industry and introduced him to Diddy? You know what I mean? Let's make it make sense. Pure survival. We know. That's why that boy broke down crying, talking about what happened to him. You know what I mean? And now he's trying to get away from all you sick, demonic motherfuckers. And listen, this is how I know that Justin Bieber been cut Usher off. Because Usher kept taking up for Diddy before Diddy got locked up. And listen, remember, like I said, the Super Bowl, they asked Usher, how come Justin Bieber didn't perform with you? Listen to the lie he tell. Listen to this.
Have a brief conversation.
Here's why Justin Bieber didn't perform with Usher at the 2024 Super Bowl halftime show. While Usher brought the house down during his headlining gig, many were wondering why his protege Justin Bieber didn't make a cameo appearance alongside fellow guests Alicia Keys, Her, will.i.am, Lil Jon, and Ludacris. Now Usher explains why JB ultimately decided against hitting the biggest stage in the world in an interview with The Breakfast Club.
Justin Bieber didn't want to hit the biggest stage in the world with Usher when he could have did the halftime show with Usher. Pure survival. Y'all got to get them likes up, guys. We got too many people for y'all not to be getting them likes up. This is for Justin goddamn Bieber. And I'm talking to y'all with a tooth taken out during survival. But Usher tried to lie and say Justin Bieber just didn't want to perform. Some little bullshit. No, Justin know what you did to him, allegedly, Usher. Pure survival.
I think that it might have been the fact that he was just, wanting to tell a different story right now. And I understand that. But we did have a brief conversation. And
now y'all hear him? He's saying that Justin Bieber want to tell a different story. They asked him, how come Justin Bieber don't want to deal with you? Usher, why don't he want to stand next to you with some motherfucking skates and rollerblades and shit like that? Pure survival. When you put him in the game, why is Justin Bieber distancing himself from him? And Usher said that Justin got a different story to tell. What's the different story? I know. This is crazy.
Now Usher explains why JB ultimately decided against hitting the biggest stage in the world in an interview with The Breakfast Club.
I think that it might have been the fact that he was just, wanting to tell a different story right now. And I understand that. But we did have a brief conversation. And, we're going to do something else in the future. But no love lost or anything like that. I think that
he said no love lost. Him and Justin Bieber is going to do something in the future. Justin refused to do the Super Bowl with this motherfucker. Pure survival. If y'all was going to do something in the future, Usher, then why did Justin Bieber unfollow you and fucking his manager, all y'all freak off demons in the industry? So you lied. You said you and Justin was going to do something in the future, but Justin Bieber unfriended you. So these people are lying to us. Let's get them likes up, guys.
I think that it might have been the fact that he was just, wanting to tell a different story right now. And I understand that. But we did have a brief conversation. And, we're going to do something else in the future. But there's no love lost or anything like that. I think that it's a lot of pressure for the Super Bowl, obviously, for me to put together a show. So I reached out to everybody. Justin wasn't the only person that I actually spoke to about doing the Super Bowl.
And he's lying. He talking about Justin Bieber wasn't the only person that he reached out to do the Super Bowl. Pure survival. They wanted Justin Bieber. We all wanted you and Justin Bieber together. Pure survival. So who else could you had reached out to? You just embarrassed that Justin Bieber denied and said, no, Usher, I don't want to stand next to you because you went with spooky ass Russell Simmons. Pure survival. You was taking up for Diddy. Justin Bieber been wanting to come out and expose what happened with Diddy. So that's why he ain't want to mess with you no more, because you took him through this shit. This shit is crazy, guys. This is wild.
I think that it might have been the fact that he was just, wanting to tell a different story right now. And I understand that. But we did have a brief conversation. And, we're going to do something else in the future. But there's no love lost or anything like that. I think that it's a lot of pressure for the Super Bowl, obviously, for me to put together a show. So I reached out to everybody. Justin wasn't the only person that I actually spoke to about doing the Super Bowl. But the moment was maybe for later.
But Usher says we shouldn't count Justin out as a future halftime headliner.
He's going to play the Super Bowl. I'll go ahead and give you that in the future. I profess that over his life and over his time, because he has.
You confess that over his life. oh yeah, Justin Bieber going to do the Super Bowl in the future. Pure the Bible. Yes, but guess what? He got a lot to get over from dealing with you demonic people. And you talking about you confess that over his life. Well, you took his life and put it in Diddy Glover's freak off fingertips. Usher, pure the Bible. We are looking up your freak off nose. God damn it. Now we understand you fought Diddy over cereal and shit like that, pills of Bible, but you knew what you was going through. You said you wouldn't take Diddy to, and you wouldn't take your kids to Diddy camp, but you took Justin Bieber, pills of Bible.
The person that I actually spoke to about doing the Super Bowl, but the moment was maybe for later.
But Usher says we shouldn't count Justin out as a future halftime headliner.
He's going to play the Super Bowl. I'll go ahead and give you that in the future. I profess that over his life and over his time because he has a career that deserves it. But it just didn't happen, but that doesn't mean it's not going to.
Speculation that the Biebs may be on the guest list kicked off Saturday, February 10th, when the singer was photographed entering a hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada, with members of the Kardashian-Jenner family. Bieber arrived alongside Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, and Kendall Jenner after exiting the Kar-Jenner's private jet earlier in the day.
And look at that. He don't even know what to do. Justin is sitting there, and this only person right now, Justin Bieber's wife, know what he been through. The man is going to God. He doing gospel on Sundays and Wednesdays. He going to church and everything like that. He's trying to get this demonic stuff out of his brain. We must smash that like button, and we must pray with Justin Bieber. You know what I mean? Justin don't want to deal with none of y'all no more. And now none of us is stupid that boy just come out of nowhere and unfriend all of y'all. Like, come on now. Even one of Diddy Glover's freak off victims, shout out to Adriana, pure survival. Adriana is a freak off mermaid that survived. She didn't want to freak off. She was fought and she was backed into the freak off corner. You know what I mean? Pure survival. And she was talking about Justin Bieber. This is crazy.
I was gonna just
Justin Bieber wants to talk. He signed that where a lot of millions he would have to pay if he goes ahead and talks.
Now there was
Shout out to Justin. Justin, holler at me. I'll get you all the information. We ain't got to tell the press. Just get at me, Justin. I want to cry for you and with you, Justin. You did not deserve it. And Usher, you about to get your ass kicked because you took him over there and you knew what Diddy was going to do to him.
I was gonna.
Did you all hear that? Shout out to Adriana. God damn, I gotta clear my throat. Pure survival. Shout out to Adriana. She's already saying that motherfucking and she's a freak off survivor. She's a freak off survivor. So she know what Justin Bieber had to go through during survival. She know that motherfucking Usher took Justin Bieber over there. You know what I'm saying? Baby oil stains everywhere. Pure survival.
Justin Bieber wants to talk. He signed that where a lot of millions he would have to pay if he goes ahead and talks.
Now there was
Shout out to Justin. Justin, holler at me. I'll get you all the information. We ain't got to tell the press. Just get at me, Justin. I want to cry for you and with you, Justin. You did not deserve it. And Usher, you about to get your ass kicked because you took him over there and you knew what Diddy was going to do to him.
I was gonna.
Wow. Like she just said, you knew what Diddy Glover was going to do. And this is why he was breaking down crying when we saw it. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Y'all got to get them likes up. You know what I'm saying? Usher, we understand that you was a victim too, but the fact that you took Justin Bieber over there and now it's coming out and that boy is unfriending all of y'all because he do want to talk. He's going to tell everything when that tape come out. Pure survival.
I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Do you think the person that the you of then was on a path of self-destruction?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure, 100%. Yeah. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive for sure. It was dark, but I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully learn from it.
Well, for me,
Why is he feeling all sad like this? Usher, why is he so depressed? He's saying he wants to tell his goddamn story, pure Bible. Well, he's telling us a lot by unfriending half of motherfucking Hollywood, and he unfriended you during survival. That's personal for him to unfriend you. And we done heard these stories. Y'all got to get them likes up, guys. We got 1,000 people in the building. This is crazy.
think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Do you think the person that the you of then was on a path of self-destruction?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure, 100%. Yeah. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive, for sure. It was dark. But I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully learn from it.
Well, for me, music comes from somewhere.
Right.
Maybe it comes from this youthful naivety and this desire to escape something.
Oh.
And then you get out there in front of the world, and then it comes from a place of wanting more of it.
Yeah. I mean, just think about how young I was and so impressionable. And you have everybody telling me how awesome I am at all times, and I just want people to understand, the psychology behind why.
He wants us to understand the psychiatry behind everything during survival. Do you hear him saying, understand how young I was? When all these people lying, talking about they love me, pure survival, just turn around and stick it out. Even Diddy Glover got to shout. Justin Bieber got back, telling him all this type of shit. You know what I mean? He's breaking it down. We didn't even really realize that. He had no business crying right here, you know what I'm saying, just for nothing. He had a reason to cry.
And then you get out there in front of the world, and then it comes from a place of wanting more of it.
Yeah. I mean, just think about how young I was and so impressionable. And you have everybody telling me how awesome I am at all times, and I just want people to understand, the psychology behind why I potentially get to have problems in my life. So, yeah, thank you for being here and helping me tell that story.
And he's saying he wants us to understand why a person in his position coming in at that young age, why he would have problems in his life during survival. And like I'm telling y'all, allegedly, Diddy and motherfucking Usher molested him allegedly as a kid. Pure survival. And I'm sorry, Usher, I wasn't gonna say this shit. You know what I'm saying? But allegedly, this boy is testifying, and he's gonna tell all of this shit, and he's been waiting to tell. His wife been talking about this shit, pure survival. You know what I mean? And it's not just you. It's a whole bunch of people in the industry. But for him to unfriend you, Usher, he started out with you, goddammit, pure survival. So you had to go through this stuff first. So you knew what Justin was going to have to endure. This is wild, guys. Shout out to everybody, man. Smash that like button. This is crazy.
I mean, just think about how young I was and so impressionable. And you have everybody telling me how awesome I am at all times, and I just want people to understand, the psychology behind why I potentially get to have problems in my life. So, yeah, thank you for being here and helping me tell that story. But yeah, just protecting those moments, because people take for granted encounters, and I just want to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me,
And what does he mean that he didn't want this young artist to go through what he went through? Pure survival. When you come in the industry, that's supposed to be a place where your dreams come true. It sounds like a damn nightmare. Justin Bieber saying he don't want nobody to go through what he went through. What did he go through? Pure survival. You're not going to tell me he didn't go through no shit and he broke down crying saying this, that he wouldn't wish this on his worst enemy. Pure survival. You would think the industry, motherfucker, what? He wouldn't wish that on his worst enemy. He talking about the industry and being with Diddy and Usher and them like it was prison. Pure survival.
Moments, because people take for granted encounters, and I just want to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
Do you realize how important this story is? Every time I have a conversation with someone who's been through this unique type of experience, I'm searching for some kind of truth that can help.
I commend you for going there and asking the tough questions and the things that people don't want to talk about, and they don't want to go there because it's revealing, and I want people to take a look at my story, and hopefully my words can make a difference.
Wow. And he's hoping that his words can make a difference for the next generation. Shout out to Justin Bieber. Like, he gives a damn about other people finding out what he's going through. And my whole thing is, Usher, if you went through the shit that you went through, you know what I'm saying, which we all kind of know already, you know what I mean? But I'm going to say allegedly, pure survival. Why would you take that boy over there? You know what I mean? Jaguar Wright, Gene Deal, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Gene and his kneecaps, been exposing the shit that's been going on. This is wild. This is wild. So, Usher, this is what you and Justin Bieber are victims. But for you to take him to Diddy, knowing that, and that's why he unfriended y'all now, this shit is wild. This is wild.
Sick man, and one of his most high-profile victims, Usher, has just finally come out and revealed what was done to him. This is beyond evil.
Fault that Justin Bieber got by Diddy.
It's not our fault that Usher didn't want to get fucked by Diddy anymore. It is not our fault that Usher didn't want to get fucked by Diddy anymore.
And Jaguar Wright was saying because Usher didn't want Diddy Glover to continue to keep clapping his cheeks during survival, so he sacrificed Justin Bieber's tasty cakes because of his tasty cakes. You know what I mean? That is just crazy. Y'all got to smash that like button, guys. We got 1,200 people in the building. Smash that like button. I'm doing this with coming from the dentist. I'm still giving it to y'all. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about?
Diddy is a sick man, and one of his most high-profile victims, Usher, has just finally come out and revealed what was done to him. This is beyond evil.
Fault that Justin Bieber got by Diddy.
It's not our fault that Usher didn't want to get fucked by Diddy anymore. It is not our fault that Usher didn't want to get fucked by Diddy anymore.
Papa don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa don't hit me no more. Let's go. Kick in the door, waving the 4.
And look at him. Kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. All you heard was, please, Diddy, no baby oil no more. Don't give me no baby oil no more. Kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. All you heard was Diddy Glover, don't give me no baby oil no more. Pure survival, Usher. And you sitting there leaning and just laying and slipping and sliding on the goddamn freak off yacht with Diddy Glover, listening to Biggie, talking about kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. All you heard was Diddy Glover, no baby oil no more. This is crazy. And this is why Justin Bieber cut you off. Because he know what you allegedly went through, Usher, pure survival. He know what you took him through. And then that's why you lied, talking about Justin Bieber ain't want to perform at the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? You made up a whole story. No, Justin Bieber got tired of seeing you still hanging out with Diddy. You going to other countries. You know what I'm talking about? Hanging out with Russell Simmons in his karate yoga pants, pure Bible, over there doing a freak off meditation. You know what I mean? When these people allegedly was clapping your cheeks and they were doing it for Frosting Flakes, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? You had to wrestle and fight with Diddy for the freak off Frosting Flakes. And that is sad, Usher. You know what I'm saying? And Justin Bieber don't want to be a part of that circus no more. That's why he unfollowed all of y'all. Because he knows when he exposed y'all, because you think that tape gonna come out and they say, damn, Diddy and Justin Bieber was consensually having sex, allegedly. Why you think Diddy's lawyers just came out and said all the freak off tapes are consensual? Do you know what that means? They're gonna make it like Justin Bieber was a grown-ass man, 100 and something years old, with Diddy and Diddy 600, and them two was making love. You know what I mean? Consensually. That's what they're trying to say. Pure survival. Knowing that they got him when he was a little ass kid. You know, and then whatever shit they put in your drinks, allegedly, pure survival, it automatically open your butt cheeks wide. This is sad, guys. This is sad. Prayers for Justin Bieber.
Papa don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa don't hit me no more. Let's go. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey, yeah.
Certain feeling, and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? about the business.
And you hear this? Shout out to Gene Deal and shout out to Gene Deal's kneecaps. This is Diddy Glover's ex-bodyguard, pure survival. And if you look at the Making of a Bad Boy series, Gene Deal and Gene Deal's kneecaps are both on the series. It's not like it's just Gene Deal. He took his clip-on kneecaps there to expose the truth. And he was pissed off with Usher, pure survival, because Usher was talking about how much of a great man Diddy was and how wonderful him teaching him the industry. Knowing what that man did to you, pure survival. And that's the reason why Justin Bieber said, I don't want to be friends with that motherfucker no more. He's still possessed by Diddy Glover. Y'all got to get them likes up, guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell y'all, my tooth going to be, well, my shit right here, my gums going to be hurting after this. Pure survival. I'm sitting here busting it wide open for y'all. No Diddy, pure survival. After I've been at the dentist yesterday. This is crazy. I'm going to need some Tylenol, some Motrin. If y'all want to donate, super chats for some Motrin, pure survival. Hit that goddamn super chat. But Gene Deal is breaking it down. Even he was mad that you was defending Diddy Glover. Pure survival.
Feeling, and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital.
Now, do y'all remember that when Gene Deal and Gene Deal's kneecaps said that Diddy put Usher in the hospital? He clapped. God damn, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Pure survival. He clapped Usher's cheek so crazy that it put the boy in the hospital, allegedly. Pure survival. That is crazy. He done stuck his Roku remote inside of Usher's tasty cakes, allegedly, pure survival, so bad that it put him in the hospital. And you defending that man, pure survival?
I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital.
That's right. Diddy did something so horrible to Usher that he ended up in the hospital.
If you don't mind me asking, because I know the topic is sensitive, but what happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing something, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
What did you hear?
So Gene Deal and Gene Deal's kneecaps is not, he's saying not only did I know that Usher got put in the hospital, but even music executives knew about this shit. So if the music executive knew about this shit, Gene Deal, pure survival, why didn't they go and report this shit? Why did they let Usher still keep getting his cheeks clapped? That's what I want to know. You said music executives told you about this shit, pure survival, and the first time allegedly it seemed like you knew, like you were standing outside the freak off door during survival. So I don't know if Gene Deal or Gene Deal's kneecaps saw Usher, the situation, or he just saying that the music executives, somebody knew about it. If they were grown adults that all knew about this shit, pure survival. That probably could have saved Justin Bieber's tasty cakes if they would have reported Diddy before they allowed Usher to introduce Justin Bieber. See what I'm saying? Pure survival. Y'all got to get them likes up, guys.
Back in Harlem. You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing something, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
What did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking, and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when probably say, yo, man, I don't F with them. I'm getting out that industry and everything.
And Gene Deal, I'm not gonna lie. This is why people was saying that they don't know how much you know, or if you recanting your story, if it's your kneecaps have dementia, pure survival. I don't know if your kneecaps have dementia, but Gene Deal and Gene Deal's clip on kneecaps is saying that what the fuck? He's saying that other people said it. Like, hold on, he confused me. Them kneecaps is confusing me.
At the time, I didn't know who the F Usher was.
Oh yeah. This is the problem. Gene Deal. How you gonna say you didn't know who Usher was, pure survival, when Usher had some of the biggest motherfucking music in the world at that time? It's 7 o'clock on the dot, surviving Diddy Glover's cock, cruising the street. Oh yeah. He got a real fucking freak off in baby oil waiting for me. So you trying to tell me you ain't know about them songs, Gene Deal? You and your kneecaps right now was full of shit. Pure survival. But no, Gene Deal was kind of saying the same shit on the Peacock series. So I'll give it to Gene Deal. Y'all got to understand, the man might have a pamper on right now, pure survival. So he might be moving around in the shitty diaper, the Clive Davis pamper.
And they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
What did you hear?
But you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And we'll probably say, yo, man, I don't F with them. I'm getting out that industry.
I want y'all to put a one in the chat if y'all think that Gene Deal's kneecaps is lying about saying he didn't know who Usher was. When Usher had all that motherfucking music out there, put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that Gene Deal's kneecaps is telling the truth. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Gene Deal is lying, because how didn't you know who Usher was? Press our Bible. Oh, we got a lot of ones in this motherfucker Gene Deal. There's a Bible. And I heard allegedly there's a possibility that Gene Deal is Diddy's biological father. I just heard that last night. Pure survival. I don't know how true that is, but we will see during survival. I got to do some more homework. Let's get them likes up to 200.
Bro, you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And we'll probably say, yo, man, I don't F with them. I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said.
And that's sad that they said that Usher was bleeding from the butt, bleeding from the tasty cakes. So why would you take Justin Bieber over there? Usher, if he was bleeding from the tasty cakes. And I don't understand how the executives told him that and none of them reported Diddy. This is why they all should be locked up during survival. Anybody that played a part in it. And I'm not saying Gene Deal's kneecaps should be arrested, pure survival. I'm saying that whoever them executives is that he was talking about, pure survival, they need to go to damn jail. And I don't know if Gene Deal is guilty or not. Y'all will figure it out, pure survival. But let's get them likes up to 300. Shout out to everybody in the building. This is wow.
It was one of those type of situations. And we'll probably say, yo, man, I don't F with them. I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard, and that's what happened.
And this story goes a long way back. Back when Usher was just 14 and brimming with talent, he had just signed with L.A. Reid's LaFace Records, the label responsible for launching several major music careers. Reid, a key mentor in Usher's journey, made a bold decision. He sent the young artist to New York City to live.
And look at this. Usher, this moment in your life right here, pure survival, when you was experiencing the alleged horror, you was a young little innocent motherfucking kid, pure survival. Diddy probably said, "Here, let me put some bling bling in that motherfucker air." He did the same thing with you that he did with Justin. When he took Justin for 24 hours, Pearls our Bible, you know what I'm saying? Offering him cars and all types of shit. He was grooming you the same way. And now, once you gave him to Diddy, you knew that that Diddy freak off camp, sir, Justin was going to have to deal with it. So for Justin to unfollow all of y'all, that's very, very most serious, sir. And he didn't want to perform with you last year. Oh, he was been coming out. This is all about to hit the motherfucking fan like a fly in the summertime. Pure Bible.
For launching several major music careers. Reed, a key mentor in Usher's journey, made a bold decision. He sent the young artist to New York City to live with Diddy, the self-proclaimed wildest party guy and a towering figure in hip-hop.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed.
And that's when Kevin Hart was surviving Diddy Glover, and he was telling Diddy that he wasn't going to get in the bed. This is when he hosted his first freak off event, and I don't know if Kevin Hart knew that it was a freak off at that time, Pure Survival, but he definitely found out down the road that that's what that was. It was a freak off mermaid who hair caught fire during Survival. Who hair caught fire. And salute the goddess in the goddamn building, Pure Survival, coming through with that monkey ranch. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my members. And if y'all want to become a member, join the goddamn channel, Pure Survival. But this is when Kevin was telling him he wasn't getting in the bed with the man, Pure Survival.
Towering figure in hip-hop.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. I should look like he fresh off goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes, you know?
And you knew right there, that's when Kevin Hart found out for himself. Pure Survival. When Diddy said me and Usher used to wake up in the motherfucking bed. A grown-ass man. Pure Survival. And we're not talking about this Diddy Jackson, Pure Survival. And I told y'all, rest in peace of Michael Jackson. But we all thought it was weird when Michael was having a little bachelor parties and, pajama jammies, house parties with the kids, Pure Survival. But Michael didn't have a chance to grow up. You know what I'm saying? So it was something going on with Michael when he created Neverland and all that type of shit, Peter Pan and all that stuff, because Michael didn't get a chance to grow up, Pure Survival. The industry messed him up in the head. But for the fact that Diddy was having these same freak-off bachelor parties, Pure Survival, waking up with Usher at 10 years old. 10! You know what I mean? You had to fight that man for cereal. Oh, my God. You had to fight him for TV dinners. Motherfucking Lunchables, Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? So now Usher, so now then you pass him off to Justin Bieber. Now Justin Bieber had to fight for lunch meat and cheese sandwiches. This is wild, guys. He admitted right here, and Kevin Hart was shocked when he said he used to wake up and fight Usher over cereal. Pure Survival.
Usher look like he fresh off goddamn plane.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early.
Yo, what the did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes.
You see that? And this is when I think Kevin Hart was definitely in shock because he knew at that moment this is very odd during survival. That you fought and you wrestled and you tackled Usher down to the bed. You know what I'm saying? Pure survival. And no telling what you did to his tasty cakes at that time during survival. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta smash that like button because, like I said, Usher was a victim too. We're not denying that. Allegedly, he was a victim too. Pure survival. But why would you introduce that boy to this demonic entity? Why don't you come out and tell us why Justin Bieber just unfollowed you? That's what I'm waiting for. Pure survival. Come out and tell us all.
This was invented, you know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world.
Yo, what the f did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this with me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid.
Listen, having a good time. Yo, Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
This wasn't just a move to a new city. It was a calculated attempt to push Usher's boundaries and help him develop a more edgy sound, as Reed explained. I wanted Usher to have more of this hip-hop infused sound, filled with bad boy swagger, Reed shared. I was turning him over to the wildest party guy in the country at an age when I still needed to get his mother's permission.
So whoever that dude is said he wanted Usher to change his image, so he turned over, you know what I'm saying, him to Diddy Glover, to the wildest party guy. So whoever that dude is knew what the fuck. It's like they all knew what was going on as they passed these young kids around in the industry during survival. You know what I'm saying? And for the fact that Justin Bieber unfollowed you and the rest of y'all demons during survival. Now, Usher, if Justin Bieber would have unfollowed you and it wasn't during survival, I would have looked at it different. But the fact that these tapes coming out, the fucking names is about to come out in March, Pure Survival, a freak off joint series came out on Peacock last night, Pure Survival. Diddy's due to go to trial in May. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. So why would he fucking unfollow you during survival? Like, I see if it was after survival, but it was during survival. That hits different.
Let's have a good time. Yo, Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
This wasn't just a move to a new city. It was a calculated attempt to push Usher's boundaries and help him develop a more edgy sound, as Reed explained. I wanted Usher to have more of this hip-hop infused sound, filled with bad boy swagger, Reed shared. I was turning him over to the wildest party guy in the country at an age when I still needed to get his mother's permission, but I thought it would be the right thing for him. I didn't know whether I was being irresponsible or having an epiphany. Reed's words reflect the mix of risk and hope he felt, believing that this experience would shape Usher both musically and personally. Usher himself has mentioned witnessing some very curious things during his time with Diddy, though he tends to leave the details vague.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you
Look how he got his head down. When Howard Stern and Howard Stern Curls and Howard Stern Freak Off Curls, Pure Survival, you know what I'm saying, was asking Usher, why did he put his head down during survival? You know what I'm saying? He could have put his head down after the question, but he did it during survival, as he was ashamed to say what was going on. But Howard Stern been in the freak off Hollywood industry for a long time, Pure Survival. So he already knew what the hell he was trying to get out of Usher. He was talking in freak off codes. Cause he still don't want to tell on Diddy. But Justin Bieber ain't with it. He ready to fucking tell all book. You know what I'm saying? Let's get them likes to 300, guys. Shout out to everybody in the building.
During his time with Diddy, though he tends to leave the details vague.
I moved to New York City, And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to something
City.
called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn some...
Flavor Camp?
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you...
He got a chance to see some things as a young kid, and it was curious. Pure Survival. Salute to Nicole. Thank you so much, Nicole Renee. You the first person that hit that super chat for the day. Pure Survival. God damn it. Thank you, Nicole. Usher was telling y'all right now what was happening. That's my whole thing. Why you take Justin Bieber knowing this shit was going on? Pure Survival. What courage shut your sin?
Nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
Biggie Smalls was there.
So he was seeing shit so disgusting that he didn't understand it. Pure Survival. So you know it was girl on girl, boy on boy. Pure Survival. You know what I'm talking about? Like whole like orgy fest. I'm talking about he didn't understand it. And you're not going to understand when you 13, motherfucker 12, 14, and you just see all these people buck ass naked that you done watched on TV, that you looked up to, Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? Making each other's wieners disappear. You know what I'm talking about? Females running around, swinging dildos in the air. Like, you like, how the fuck? I never dreamed that I'll see Oprah Winfrey dildo and Stedman down right in front of my face. Pure Survival. Stedman got his cakes up in the air and Oprah going to town. And Gail standing over top of her like, that's right. Put it in there. Oh, he like it. Like, who, you know what I mean? He didn't know that this is wild, guys.
Nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They ain't know nothing about this shit.
Listen, he said his parents ain't know nothing about this. You know what I mean? And he mentioned Mary, Pure Survival, and I'm sorry, Mary. Mary didn't have a little lamb. Allegedly, Mary had a little freak off. You know what I'm saying? But this is all going to come out during Survival, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? But he said his parents didn't even know. So you can tell that the parents just wanted money. They didn't give a damn. Just drop these little motherfuckers off. Drop these little talented motherfuckers off. Oh, go over there and sing. Pure Survival. Where's my check? They was thinking about themselves. This is horrible.
What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They ain't know nothing about this shit. I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
what a life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your
14 years old, he up all night long. And y'all know that Diddy has at least, like, the freak offs go on for, like, what, 2 weeks straight, Pure Survival? But you gotta kind of, like, you gotta fuck and suck, like, all day long. That's what they were saying, allegedly, Pure Survival. So you walk around, breath smelling like wiener, you know what I mean? Breath smelling like vagina. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's crazy, nonstop. And then they got to take these freak off things. I forget what it's called, where they got a freak off detox or something like that. Pure survival, and they got the freak offs. I think the eight. There's a eight. It's like going to the movies. If you go at 8 o'clock, you can see the freak off, the PG freak off movie. Pure survival. What I think around 11 o'clock, there's the rated X. No, the rated R freak off, John. Then at 2 o'clock in the morning, there's a XXX freak off, John. Then 3 o'clock in the morning, that's the Little Nas X, the Caitlyn Jenner freak off. Like there's levels to the freak off parties. Pure survival. So the boy was up at fucking motherfucker 14 years old. So imagine when he going in these different rooms, Pure Survival, probably looking for a Sega Genesis or a Super Nintendo, and he go in the room and he see a motherfucker busting it wide open. Pure Survival. This is crazy.
I mean, I had like per damn. I had like, you know,
What
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puffy camp?
Hell no.
But despite the challenges, the experience ultimately paid off. Reed later remarked, "Puffy did exactly what I wanted him to do for Usher and helped him cultivate this unique R&B sound." Diddy's influence played a part in shaping Usher's artistic identity, fueling his transformation from a talented teen to a music superstar. But at what cost? Becoming part of a larger trafficking conspiracy?
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management.
Shout out to Jaguar Wright, guys. Pure survival. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Everything she said right here actually ended up coming true. Justin Bieber, not only did he unfollow Usher, but he unfollowed his management. He unfollowed all of them. You know what I'm saying? So they all, to me, was connected to it. You know what I'm saying? And so everything she just said right here was A1. Let's get them likes to 300. Pure survival.
He'd been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He'd already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first.
So you hear that Usher got custody of Justin first. You know what I'm saying? And this was after, like what Gene Dill's kneecap said, after allegedly Usher was put in the hospital by Diddy. So he knew what kind of shit that Justin was going to have to endure. He had to know. Pure survival.
Becoming part of a larger trafficking conspiracy?
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He'd already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Does that sound like...
Wow, that's horrible, guys. That is very horrible. Smash that like, put a 1 in the chat if you think that Usher had something to do with the situation with Diddy. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that Usher just innocently didn't know that Diddy was going to clap his cheeks, didn't know that they was going to all allegedly have to freak off together as a group. Everybody's saying one, Usher, pure survival. Nobody's denying that you had a great Super Bowl motherfucking performance on them freak off skates, pure survival. But we just don't look, everybody's saying one, Usher. We don't understand why you still defending this man. And now Justin Bieber don't want to stand by Diddy no more. He want to tell his story, but then he got to keep watching you try to talk about how much of a great man Diddy is and still hanging around Russell Simmons and his yoga pants. This is wild, guys. Pure survival.
A good guy. Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there. Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
Wow. This shit is crazy that it's all coming out. You know what I mean? Like, I was happy as hell when I heard that Justin Bieber unfollowed all of them. I'm not even gonna lie. Because that right there is speaking louder than words. You know what I mean? Like, for him to unfollow all of them at the same time that this shit going on with Diddy, and they talking about these tapes that's floating around, you know what I'm saying? And then Diddy's camp, you know, his lawyers trying to come out and say all the sex acts was consensual during survival. I'm sure they're gonna have sex acts on there to where everybody was into it, and it, you know what I'm saying, and it looked super consensual because everybody on drugs in the motherfucker, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have people. You might got freak off tapes with Cassie looking in the motherfucker, looking in your eyes, pure survival. Like, you got a woman looking in your eyes while she rocking the mic, pure survival, trying to look like real nasty and disgusting and sexy. You know what I mean? When you got that, you like, oh, you was into that motherfucker. I saw you looking in the camera in the eyes. Then you got babies squirting all in the motherfucking face. We don't know what's on them tapes, brother Bible. But it's going to be some consensual ones. But them tapes that they found in the mother, why you think the feds ain't say shit yet? The tapes that the feds got, because now they trying to say Diddy wasn't recording people without their permission. All that consensual shit, guarantee y'all guys, it's going to be out of the window. Pure Bible. He talking about 9 or 8 tapes. The feds got the real tapes, sir, and them other tapes you hiding. But it's all about to come out. Pure Bible.
L.A. Reid shared that Usher introduced Justin Bieber to him when Bieber was just 14 years old. In his 2016 memoir, Reid detailed how Usher brought Bieber as a gift, describing the young artist as beautiful.
Was flown out to Atlanta by a manager. His name's Scooter Braun. Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his.
And you can hear Justin Bieber's fucking voice during survival and how his hair is all going. Look at his motherfucking hair. Look at the hair. Pure survival. Motherfucker was blowing across. It was blowing, going this way around. It was like he had a motherfucking. Y'all know what that? I don't know what's that? Like a little white boy beehive or whatever that is. Pure survival. You know how the women be having the beehives or whatever. Look at this shit. Just the little hairstyle he had. He was an innocent little boy. And he had the little Justin Bieber voice at that time. Pure survival. Oh my God.
Memoir, Reid detailed how Usher brought Bieber as a gift, describing the young artist as beautiful.
Was flown out to Atlanta by a manager. His name's Scooter Braun. Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. And who rose up? Usher in his Range Rover. Yeah, rose up, and I was like, "Is that who I think it is?" And Scooter was like, "Yeah." And so I ran up to him and I was like, Usher, I love your songs. You want me to sing you one? And he was like, let's just go inside, little buddy. It's cold out. So.
And look at that. Justin Bieber, like any one of us, if you wanted to be a star back in the day, pure survival, he was super excited when he saw Usher pull up in his freak off Range Rover, pure survival. And he had no motherfucking idea. You know what I'm saying? So he said, oh, is that who I think it is? Is that Usher? And he walked up to Usher and said, Usher, want me to sing for you? And he was a young boy, so he had no idea. Usher said, no, come in the house. It's cold. Pure survival. I want to get you warm. Y'all got to get them likes to 300. This is wild. Pure survival.
Describing the young artist as beautiful.
Was flown out to Atlanta by a manager. His name's Scooter Braun. Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. And who rolls up? Usher in his Range Rover. It rolls up, and I was like, "Is that who I think it is?" And Scooter was like, "Yeah." And so I ran up to him and I was like, "Usher, Usher, I love your songs. You want me to sing you one?" And he was like, "Let's just go inside, little buddy. It's cold out." So the politest possible way he could say no, he did. And I was like, wow, he just turned me down. And I was a little disappointed. He had to go into a studio session, so I was like, whatever. And
No, he wasn't turning you down, Justin. That was a calculated move, pure survival. Justin Bieber felt like Usher turned him down right there. But no, he said, "Come inside, little buddy. Want some candy? Want some candy? It's cold out. Come inside. You want some candy?" Yes, Kelly, the motherfucker was grooming him. Made him think that he rejected him, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Just so Justin would beg and plead and you know what I'm saying? Work harder to get to him during survival. God damn it. Y'all gotta get them likes up. This is crazy. Grooming at its sickest.
it is Range Rover. It rolls up, and I was like, "Is that who I think it is?" And Scooter was like,
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Chanel. Hit that super chat, pure survival. We got 2 super chats in this motherfucking house this afternoon. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? Chanel, listen, I'm up here. I went to the dentist yesterday and I said, damn that I must speak and be amongst my people during survival. So I didn't give a damn. I said, I'm going to talk to y'all and let y'all know why Justin Bieber allegedly unfriended Usher and unfriended a bunch of other motherfucking sick demons. Probably survival.
meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. And who rolls up?
Oh my God, that's what I'm talking about. More super chats is coming in. Nah, just hit that motherfucking super chat, pure survival. You know what I mean? We got $13 in there. That's enough for me to get some Tylenol for my goddamn tooth being taken out, pure survival. Thank you so much.
Meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. And who rolls up? Usher in his Range Rover. It rolls up, and I was like, "Is that who I think it is?" And Scooter was like, "Yeah." And so I ran up to him. I was like, "Usher, Usher, I love your songs. You want me to sing you one?" And he was like, "Let's just go inside, little buddy. It's cold out." So the politest possible way he could say no, he did. And I was like, wow, he just turned me down. And I was a little disappointed. He had to go into a studio session, so I was like, whatever. And a week later, he actually watched my videos with my manager and was like, "Oh my gosh, why didn't I let him sing?" So flew me back to Atlanta where I got to meet him again.
And that's as trafficking. If you ask me, he made Justin Bieber think that he wasn't interested, pure survival, and then flown him out. As a little boy, you flying that little boy out like that. Pure survival. Shout out to Miss Queen Tasana. Queen just hit that super chat. Pure survival. Brought us to $20. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody that's been hitting super chats and the like button and all that type of shit. Pure survival. We've been getting $100 in the super chat every time I've been going live. Oh my God, look at motherfucking Nicole. Nicole Renee set it off like Queen Latifah. Pure survival. Nicole just took us to $30. God damn it. That's what I'm talking about. Nicole in the building. Yes.
He wanted to sign me, but there was something else.
Justin Timberlake, right?
Yes, Justin Timberlake also wanted to sign me. It was like kind of like what happened was Justin Timberlake and Usher both went into a ring and boxed it out, and the outcome was Usher. I think it was a TKO.
Bieber, who shot to global fame at age 15 with his debut single One Time in 2009, had first been discovered by Scooter Braun at age 12. Braun found him on YouTube, where Bieber was covering songs by Usher and Chris Brown.
And Justin Bieber unfriended him too, Mr. Scooter Braun. Pure survival. He was so young right here, Justin Bieber looked like a goddamn baby boy. Pure survival. Salute to Robin D. Towns. Just hit that super chat. Pure survival, Robin. Thank you so much, Robin. Look at this little boy. Tell me he don't look like a little baby. He looks like a goddamn baby right
It was
there.
Usher who gave Bieber his big break by introducing him to Reed, who signed the young star to Island Records. Reed wrote about his first encounter with Bieber, recalling Usher's phone call in October 2008. Usher asked Reed if he'd be in the office all afternoon because he had something special to show him. At 4 p.m., Usher arrived with an adorable 14-year-old boy. Reed described Bieber as beautiful, like a woman can be beautiful, and men rarely are, and remembered how Bieber turned on the charm as soon as he walked in. Sound weird to you yet? Well, that's because it was. That's because Usher was already being groomed and knew what he was getting Justin into.
Y'all hear that? Usher was already being groomed himself at that time. Pure survival. And done been through trauma, done been through all kinds of sick shit. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? Nina just said pure survival. You know what I mean? Naya Benna just hit that super chat again for the second time. Pure survival. Thank you so much. But right here is proof that Usher was being groomed at the same time. Let's get them likes up to 400. So he knew what was going on. This is sad. Prayers for Justin Bieber during survival.
Sound weird to you yet? Well, that's because it was. That's because Usher was already being groomed and knew what he was getting Justin into.
But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bro, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the...
Shout out to Gene Deal and Gene Deal's kneecaps. Once again, guys, pure survival. For the people who don't know, which you already should know, pure survival, Gene Deal, the man that's poking his lips out like this, pure survival, like he cussing somebody out, pure survival. This is Diddy's ex-bodyguard, you know what I'm saying? And he was saying that he know, Usher, you know I know. Listen to what he said he watched Diddy make Usher do. What Usher did on his own after Diddy. Pure survival. This is wild.
Sound weird to you yet? Well, that's because it was. That's because Usher was already being groomed and knew what he was getting Justin into.
But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bro, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there.
So he's saying Diddy Glover came outside, Keith Sweat, you know what I'm talking about? There you go, telling me he know again. There you go, girl, there you go. Keith Sweat, baby mom was at this freak off. Diddy Glover had a freak off robe on, pure survival. Gene Deal and Gene Deal's kneecaps is describing this whole thing. So Diddy's getting bobblehead from this woman, pure survival. Gene's right there. Watch this.
Outside in his robe. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in the mouth.
Y'all got to get them likes up. We need to get them likes up to 400. I'm going to sit right here during survival. It's 1,500 people, 1,600. Let's get them likes to 400. He just said that Usher kissed this girl after she just made Diddy Glover's wiener disappear down her throat. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? So if Diddy Glover shot babies in her mouth, Usher kissed this girl and tongued her down after she ate Diddy Glover's motherfucking taco. This is crazy. This is wild. That's sick.
There. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth.
Wow.
Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp.
Wow.
Bieber
Shout out to Gene Deal and shout out to Gene Deal's kneecaps. That was a hell of a freak off breakdown. Pure survival. Shout out to the lounge, my baby in the building. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? Gene Deal went off on Usher for the same thing. He like, how can you take up for this man when he groomed you? He clapped your cheeks. You done kissed and tongued girls down after Diddy shot his children in their mouth. Pure survival. And then you take it up for him. This is why Justin Bieber don't want nothing to do with you. And he unfriended you because you still taking up for Diddy after the sick shit that he took you through during survival.
Right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a filet. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth.
Wow.
Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp.
Wow.
Bieber immediately sat down at the piano, began singing, and then grabbed a guitar, effortlessly performing as if it were a nightclub act. Usher proudly introduced him, saying, "This is Justin Bieber." Reed was blown away, noting that Bieber was more than just a talented singer. He was a born entertainer.
A born entertainer. You know what I'm saying, guys? And like I said, Justin, yes, he had to endure drinking, alcohol, drugs, all that type of shit, rock and roll, pure survival. You got people that didn't even come in the industry that went through that. You know what I'm saying? We all know. Lots of us that's on here. You know what I mean? Drugs, alcohol, partying, all that. We all done it during survival. Some sort of way. You know what I'm saying? But this boy had all the money. All the people lying, telling him that they loved him. Pure survival. You're my friend to the motherfucking end. Heidi ho. Pure survival. Doing all that type of shit. So you can imagine. And Justin been trying to get away from all of them. I'm glad he unfollowed them. Then guess what, motherfucker Justin? I'm going to unfollow Usher today. Matter of fact, I can't unfollow him because I follow them motherfuckers just until they crash out, so I can know to report it to y'all. So I can't lie. I still have to follow Diddy Glover's channel. I still got to follow all of them. This is where I get my information from, But I'm telling you, I'm glad, Justin, you unfollowed them because you letting us see to know that you went through hell during survival.
When Usher said he had a gift, he wasn't kidding, Reed recalled. Reed decided to sign Bieber right away, though it took a few days to get his parents involved, since Justin was still a minor. Reed also mentioned how Bieber's hair, which nearly covered his eyes, was as important as his songs and his voice. The distinctive look quickly became part of Bieber's identity. In his memoir, Reed continued to praise Bieber's natural charisma and star power. Justin was simply beautiful. His superpower was his face, Reed wrote, but added that Bieber's appearance was only part of his appeal. He had a magnetic personality that instantly set him apart.
And then the dude, L.A. Reid, why he keeps saying Justin Bieber is beautiful? You know what I'm talking about? You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. I would have known right there. L.A. Reid, you are a sicko too, in my opinion, personal Bible. Because you the one who dropped them off, like, they're all connected. But you kept telling that boy he was beautiful, but we want to change your look. Pure survival. I want to do something with your hair. Hold on, come here, let me feel it. Let me rub it, let me see it. Okay. Same way that Diddy made Cassie shave her hair. This is wild.
As other artists had to work to develop the persona they wanted to project, he was lovable and lively from the start. Usher played a key role in Bieber's rise, acting not just as a mentor, but as someone who considered him family. In 2016, Usher reflected on their relationship, saying that while it was professional, he felt a deep connection with Bieber.
Me plus you, I'ma tell you one time.
I'ma tell you one time. I'ma tell you one time.
One time, when I met you, come on.
Not. Why you gonna stop him, goddammit?
Like that, but this is only a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, Island Dutch and recording artist Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio.
Justin Bieber is getting ready to go down. But you stopped him when he was in the zone, goddammit, pure the Bible. That's when I first heard Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying? When I first heard that song one time, I'm going to tell you one time, I remember my oldest niece, pure the Bible, she had pictures of Justin Bieber all over her walls. My oldest niece, my oldest brother's daughter, pure the Bible. I'm looking at my niece, I'm like, what is it? Who is this little white boy? You know what I mean? You dark skin. Who is this little white boy? Pure the Bible. You know what I'm talking about? She's like, Uncle, you're going to love him. I'm telling you, his name Justin Bieber. I'm like, I don't give a damn. Why are you obsessed with this little white boy? Then she was like, listen to this song. I swear to God. She turned the song on. One time, I'ma tell you one. I was playing that shit more than her. Pure the Bible. I'm in that motherfucker. Your world is my world, and your fight is my fight. You're gonna be my one love, one heart, making time for you. Let me tell you one time. I was like, oh my God, give me his word. Where can I get his CD? Pure the Bible. I fell in love with Justin Bieber. No Diddy and no Usher. Pure the Bible. But I was like, oh, I see why you like this little motherfucker. He can sing his ass off. Pure the Bible.
But as someone who considered him family, in 2016, Usher reflected on their relationship, saying that while it was professional, he felt a deep connection with Bieber.
Me plus you, I'ma tell you one time. I'ma tell you one time. I'ma tell you one time. One time, when I met you, come on. Wow.
I ain't mean to stop you like that, but this is only a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, Island Dutch and recording artist Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it. Get ready because it's going to be big. Ain't that right, Justin? That's right. That's right. So look out. We're coming.
Bieber quickly became involved with P. Diddy's Caught Up crew.
Now you see how uncomfortable that shit just went, pure the Bible? Because we must remember that Usher was a victim of himself too, pure the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Diddy turned Usher out. But you see how it looked like him and Usher was in the studio? It looked very wholesome and healthy. But then look what you look right here. Soon as it go from there, pure the Bible, this is when Usher brought him to this demon during survival. And when Diddy start being motherfucking obsessive with this boy, treating him like he was Cassie, pure survival, talking about where you been at. How come you ain't called me in a while? We ain't been hanging out. This is the same shit he was doing to Cassie and Kim Porter, pure survival. He treated him just like that. How come I ain't been talking to you in a while and shit? This is crazy.
Working on it. Get ready because it's going to be big. Ain't that right, Justin? That's right. That's right. So look out. We're coming.
Bieber quickly became involved with P. Diddy's Caught Up crew, with Diddy also becoming a mentor to him during those early years. But unbeknownst to Diddy, it would be his grooming of the two that would lead to his downfall, because Gene Deal claimed long ago that Usher was in on a lot of Diddy's secrets, and that is a problem for him.
Years ago, Cameron, he did an interview, and he told a story about how he went to Diddy house with mates, and he found the dildo in the sink.
I think that was crazy. I think that's.
Oh wow, surviving. Did y'all notice that there's a kitty cat right here, pure survival? Shout out to Gene Deal and shout out to Gene Deal's kneecaps. But I didn't know that Gene Deal's kneecaps had a kitty cat, pure survival. There's a motherfucker real. There's a little black cat right there. Oh, so Gene Deal's kneecaps, his kitty cat was surviving Gene Deal's kneecaps. Oh my God. This is pure survival at this point.
Was out of, and then Mace said that was Puffs. I think he said Mace said that was Puffs, but Mace was in the bathroom with it. I don't know what that was all about, man, but that was real weird to me. That's
wow, crazy. Okay, so Gene Deal and his cats his cat is close to his kneecaps. Okay, so it seems like Gene Deal's black kitty cat has a very, very close relationship with Gene Deal's clip-on kneecaps. Pure survival. Okay, so at least they got a good, wholesome relationship. You know what I mean? Pure survival.
I think that's was out of, and then Mace said that was Puffs. I think he said Mace said that was Puffs, but Mace was in the bathroom with it. I don't know what that was all about, man, but that was real weird to me. That was crazy.
Crazy, man. But before we get off of that, right, I remember you told me a while ago that, you know, Mace, he used to live with Diddy, and he know a lot of stuff about Diddy that a lot of people don't know.
Man, there's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy.
Wow, so he's saying Mace know a lot too, pure survival. But Mace can't go to court because it's going to take Mace too long. The judge been like, all right, come on, Mace, you've been up there long enough. And Mace will be up there talking about shit that don't even got nothing to do with the trial, pure survival. Motherfucker be up there, I know when I was young and I was with Diddy, we were in Harlem and he got me video game. I was playing and we were playing rough and tumble. And then when I knew that I was young and when I saw the baby oil, Your Honor, I know me. I'm from Harlem. That motherfucker would have been taking too long to get to the point. Pure survival.
There's a lot of stuff that they know. Can you imagine, bro? Can you really imagine?
What you mean by Usher, bro?
Usher used to stay with Diddy too when he was younger. And this was years ago.
And according to Orlando Brown, Usher was a gusher. Orlando Brown allegedly said Diddy and Usher clapped his cheeks, pure survival, and that Usher was a gusher, that he was a gusher during survival.
Imagine, bro. Can you really imagine?
What you mean by Usher, bro?
Usher used to stay with Diddy too when he was younger. And this was years ago. So the locks ain't got nothing to do with what I'm saying. This the kind of man, listen, it's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. But I want to talk about this lawsuit by Gavin, right? And I want to get your opinion on it. It's a part in this lawsuit where she alleges that she was at a dinner with Neo, Usher, and Jimmy Iovine, and Diddy. He punched Cassie in the stomach, and no one did anything. How you feel about that?
Now, did y'all hear that? Neo was at this table at this freak off party, pure survival, and they saying that Diddy punched Cassie in the stomach, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? And Usher, Neo, pure survival, and somebody else just sat there and watched. You know what I'm saying? So we know that these things went on, and they just kept quiet during survival because of the freaky shit that they was doing and their careers that they were trying to protect. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get them likes up to 500. Shout out to everybody that's been hitting that super chat, pure survival. Everybody that's just in the building and all my members during survival.
But I want to talk about this lawsuit by Gavin, right? And I want to get your opinion on it. It's a part in this lawsuit where she alleges that she was at a dinner with Neo, Usher, and Jimmy Iovine, and Diddy. He punched Cassie in the stomach, and no one did anything. How you feel about that?
They were part of the dinner, and they watched Cassie get abused in front of Puffy abused Cassie in front of them. And neither one of those men, and they probably security was around too, did nothing to stop what he had did to Cassie. Now that's just crazy right there, bro.
Now y'all hear that? And what Gene Deal and Gene Deal's kneecaps is the only one that stepped up to Diddy. You know what I mean? Everybody's saying that, oh, Gene Deal is just bitter because he probably was a part of shit, pure survival, which is very possible. I don't know, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? But Gene Deal would say shit and step up to Diddy. You know what I mean? Diddy ain't played with Gene Deal, pure survival. And I'm hearing that allegedly Gene Deal is supposed to be Diddy's biological father, pure survival. I'm going to do my homework after this. You know what I'm saying? And if I find out any paperwork or homework that Gene Deal is Diddy Glover's freak off biological father, pure survival, trust and believe me, I'm gonna go live this afternoon. I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna do my freak off due diligence, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be a direct connection. If Gene Deal, out of all this time that's been telling on Diddy Glover, and he's been doing it out of anger, come to find out if this man be Diddy's biological father, that'll be wild. Pure the Bible. I will call Gene Deal and call Gene Deal's kneecaps out. I'll say, you said Jay-Z need to get a fraternity test for Ramir. Well, then you need to get a fraternity test for Diddy Glover. Pure the Bible. And Gene Deal just did a live yesterday. Look, people saying y'all twins. He did a live yesterday saying something about being Diddy's stepfather. And that blew my mind. Pure the Bible. When somebody hit me up that was close inside the Diddy and saying that some Gene Deal allegedly was with Diddy's mom for real. So we're going to find out. I don't know yet. I'm telling y'all allegedly, pure survival. But believe me, we're going to go live this afternoon. If the paperwork come out, we're going to call Gene Deal out. We're going to call his kneecaps out. And we're going to ask Gene Deal, are you Diddy Glover's freak-off father? Pure survival.
Did nothing to stop what he had did to Cash. Now that's just crazy right there, bro. That is just crazy. Usher probably got a daughter. Neo probably got kids. I don't know. Jimmy Iovine, you know, he take about 15, 20 scoops of sugar in his coffee. So all those cats there, supposed to be men, watch that lady get abused right there in public, and they did nothing, brother. They did nothing. That goes to show you the power that he had mentally over them. Here go woman witnesses, and this witnesses it and said they said nothing. Yo, man, stop! Don't do that. Yo, not here, bro. Easy, nothing. Don't do nothing. Say something. She said they didn't do anything, and they didn't say nothing.
Wow. Yes, Gene Deal and his kneecaps was very passionate about this. We got to do the Gene Deal fraternity test later on today. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to go live and do a fraternity test. You know what I'm saying? On if Gene Deal kneecaps is possibly Diddy's biological father. Y'all want me to do that one? Put a 1 in the chat. Pure survival. I'm telling you right now, I got to do the homework later. I'll do it. God damn it. All right, my people want it, we're going to do it. You know what I mean? During survival. Even if he turned out not to be the father, it's going to be fun as a motherfucker. Y'all know it's going to be fun. Because Gene Deal and Gene Deal's kneecaps will react to me. Trust and believe me. Pure survival. We're going to force him to go live and to have to say if he's the father or not. Because I'm telling you, I did hear allegedly he supposed to be, you know what I mean, Diddy's biological father, pure survival. So look, I'm not even going to keep this up long. You know what I mean? I'm going to cut this one off right here, pure survival, so I can do my homework. You know what I'm talking about? And we're going to see what we figure out. You know what I mean? So look, I'll be going back live by 2 o'clock. It should take me about 2 o'clock to find out the receipts to see if I can figure out if it's possible, you know what I mean, that Gene Deal, if he's allegedly Diddy's fucking dad, that'll be wild as shit. Pure survival. Because you remember they said that Diddy's dad's supposed to have died. You know what I mean? And then Gene Deal kept making a big deal saying that him and Janice was trying to make him tell him what to do and all that stuff. We're going to figure it out. You know what I'm talking about? So look, don't worry about listen, if you see a troll and stuff like that, y'all know I don't give a damn about people like that. Pure the Bible. You know what I'm talking about? Long as motherfuckers know, oh, this going to be funny. This going to be fun. Y'all know what it is. Like I said, like and subscribe. And Justin Bieber definitely unfollowed Usher, and he unfollowed a whole bunch of other people in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully all of the truth will come out and we'll hear from Justin Bieber's mouth. Prayers for Justin Bieber and all the other victims. You know what I'm saying? Pure survival at this point.